Howdy folks, welcome back to another part of our Turbo 350 rebuild here. In our older video, I had taken and torqued this pump back down to spec. I did it in 3 steps. I torqued it down to 5 foot-pounds first, then I did 10, and then I did the final torque of 15 foot-pounds. And you do it in a star pattern. That way it makes it go on even. And because it's really important, you want to torque this even, and you want to go in a star pattern from here to here to here to here. Just do it in a star pattern. That way it does it evenly. I've left the gasket out. I've left the rubber seal that goes on the outside of the pump out. And the reason being is we're going to check the in-play. I got a pair of vice grips. I've seen this done on many other YouTube videos. It's kind of a rough way of doing it, but this way works fine. It's still pretty accurate. It's supposed to be about 30 thousandths. I have 2 filler gauges here. One is a 16, one is a 14. That's 30 thousandths right there. So we're going to take these gauges here, and I got the vice grips clamped on here. Not too tight because you don't want to mess these splines up, but I've got them all the way down to the stator, so they're flush against the stator. So when I take my hand here and pull this input shaft up, I'm going to take these filler gauges and stick in between these two, between the stator and these pliers here, to make sure we got about 30 thousandths. If we do, which I've already checked it, I already do, then it's still within spec and we're good to go. And then we're going to move on to take this pump back out. We'll put our gasket on, and then we'll torque them back down to the final torque, and everything will be done on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and check this just to show y'all real quick. I know these videos ain't perfect, but I try to do the best I can with them. So I'm trying to get y'all where y'all kind of see a good angle on it here. But what I'm basically doing is I'm grabbing this input shaft and I'm lifting it up, and I'm not touching the vice grips here because that'll throw the reading off a little bit. Don't want to do that. So I'm going to pull it up just like that, and I'm sticking in between them, and I have about 30 thousandths. So we are good to go. You don't want to have no more than that. Then stick it in between them, and it's just barely going through. So we are good to go. We have about 30 thousandths in play. So you check your in play, and I put them on there really gently. I didn't put them on there that tight. As y'all seen, they were not that tight on here. I just did them snug because you don't want to mess these splines up. It's really important. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this pump back out and go on and install our gasket. And I'm going to loosen these up in a star pattern. And once we get these loosened up, we'll take our pump back out. We'll put our gasket back on and put our seal that goes on the outside of this pump, because there's supposed to be a seal here. And we'll go on and start putting it back together for the final time. And then after that, we'll move on to our valve body. This transmission's just about done. It ain't much left. So trying to get this thing done here so that I can get this in my truck. Because the other Turbo 350 in my truck, y'all looked in my previous videos, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with it. I don't think it's the transmission. I think it's the starter or something, but something's going on with it. When you put it in reverse, it's like the Bendex is kicking out on the starter, and I don't want to tear up them teeth on that flex plate. And I'm going to take that flex plate back to the parts place because it's not that old and that thing's still under warranty. I don't know what's going on with it, but something's not right. Now, I've already loosened all these up earlier. Just about almost all of them. Just want to be careful. You don't want to over tighten anything because this is cast aluminum, because once you cross thread anything, you're pretty much screwed. So be careful about that. And we're going to go ahead and get our new washers out of our pack, because these are the washers, and we're going to replace them with new ones because they are These washers is what helps seal the pump. So let's get this back out, and I'll see y'all in just a second. Alright, just a little quick tip here. This pump can be sometimes a little bit hard to get out. So what you want to do is, I got a long flathead screwdriver like this, and you go down here, and it is right here. Put it in between these two, and just pry it up just real easy, and it'll pop right up.